Hey Leo. Okay, welcome back to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. This is Sophie. Thanks so much for joining me. The camera turned off after about 10 minutes of me getting into your reading, and I don't know why. Couldn't salvage the video either, so here we are. I'm going to start again. If the camera turns off a second time, I will take that as my hint. Okay, but I do feel very confident and I feel very drawn to the message that I have here for you. Okay, so this is going to be for January 2019. I can't believe we're here. This is a general reading, okay? So this isn't just love, this isn't just career and finance, this isn't just spiritual growth. This is everything that encompasses your journey that, as of right now, really takes priority in your journey towards your greatest and highest good, okay? So that might be in terms of spiritual development. Maybe you are awakening, and that is what you need guidance on, and that is what the theme for the month is going to be for most Leos. In that case, it'll come up in the reading and we'll talk about it. If the major theme for the month is love between you and another person in a romantic sense, then we will go into that as well. Or if it's between friends, or if it's self-love. If it's career or finance or schooling, whatever it is, it'll come up and we'll address it as needed, okay? But there's no limitation here. The only thing that draws all these readings together is the fact that whatever needs to be emphasized for the month is directed, it is aimed directly at your greatest and highest good. It's the theme in your life that is going to take up most of your energy, and once you complete it or make great strides in that area, will bring you so much closer to the thing that you want to manifest, or to you feeling complete and whole and happy. All right, so let's get to it. Excuse me. This deck is the Spirit Messages by John Holland. Okay, so when I was shuffling, the Strength card came out, and under the deck we have Fun. The Have Fun card talks about you taking time out for yourself and really enjoying something as if you're a child, enjoying it as if you're, enjoying it for the first time, letting loose, letting go, not thinking about how others are going to view you, and just overall enjoying something with all of your heart, being optimistic, and letting go of the constant objectivity, the constant self-criticism or analysis that you put into things, and just let go and be simple and enjoy something because you enjoy it and not because it's appropriate or inappropriate. Then you have the Strength card, which deals about your strength, Leo. I mean, this is your card. You know, how funny that in this non-tarot deck you still have a Strength card and it comes out for you. The Strength card says, strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You're never really alone, as we are always with you. The Strength card talks about a mental and spiritual fortitude. The thing that allows you to persevere in hardship, to persevere through hard times, to persevere through shadow times. If you are a single person, this message together is asking you to go back. Think of a time when you were a child, or when you were in your youth. Think of the time that you were happiest. What were the most consistent things in your life at the time that made you happy? The continuous repeating themes, the repeating company. Did you have certain friends that you need to go back and reconnect with? Are there things, habits that you used to engage in? Hobbies that you really enjoyed? Things that you let go of as you got older and had all these other stresses having a greater say in how you spent your time? Think of the happiest time in your life and really break it down into pieces. What made that time so happy and simple for you? And how can you recreate that now? How can you have fun in that same sense right now if you can't do the same exact things you used to do? Maybe as a kid you loved the sandbox. Well, we've got an adult-sized sandbox. It's called the beach. So maybe if you don't live close to one, you can plan a vacation to go to a beach. Right? Think big. We're at a place now where as a child everything is fantastical, and as we realize that sometimes manifestation takes a little bit longer than normal, we have people who never got what they ever wanted telling us that manifesting what you really want is impossible. And in a way, we allow ourselves sometimes to internalize that notion, and we brand it as truth. But the truth is, truth and manifestation is what you believe, not when someone dictates to you. If you feel like anytime you have ever tried something, that with enough time and with enough synchronicity it has happened for you, then that is the truth. And it is. Because for the most part, if you are patient, and you put in and you back up what you do with inspired action, and you have your intention, and you allow the universe the time and the space energetically and in this world, you find that eventually the dream that you've always had comes into fruition. If it doesn't, there was something there, a main ingredient that was lacking. There was an intention that wasn't specific. There was an emotion that should have been present with your intention that you left without. It's not enough to just say, I want that big house. You have to visualize and imagine what it's like to have that house already. There's a certain, you know this, Leo, you manifest. The fire signs in particular have that inspired passion that sometimes is not easily attainable by other signs. So, if you're single, you are being asked to go back within yourself and recreate now as an adult, as an older person, the times where you were manifesting the most. Think of what it was, what made you happy back then, and recreate that now. Because when you are happy now, you will be happy in the future. Now, right now, the present we are the future right now. We're living the future. The past has already happened, but the future is coming, and we right now are the future that we will look back on. So be happy now. Be happy now, because that's what's going to drive your future to be happy as well. And pretty soon you're going to have this collection of past memories that's going to be full of happiness, and you're driving forward into the future with happiness. Now, if you are a mom, this is asking you to prioritize your children in whatever venture, whatever endeavor it is that you are looking into at the moment. There's something about your children, Leo, in January 2019 that you're going to have to be very careful about. There's something about the decision that you're thinking about making that could affect them, and you need to just make sure that you check in with them. Make sure they're okay. It could be a separation with someone, a spouse. It could be a new job that you're thinking about taking. Maybe it requires traveling. And while you want to prioritize yourself, this could be a dream manifested that you're looking at. This could be finally the end result of everything that you've been doing, all the work you've been putting in, all the time you've been dedicating. And perhaps you have a family and you have children. Just make sure that your children are on the same page as you, and check in with them and make sure that they're okay. I'm getting a very heavy feeling here that if you do have children, you just have to make sure that you draw a lot of your strength from them. Okay, Leo? You are the lioness. You don't do anything without making sure that your cubs are safe. Okay? You draw your strength from your babies. And you just have to make sure right now that for as much strength as they have given you to be able to manifest the things that are coming into your life, you are repaying them with understanding and consideration and patience. Okay? Love is a give and take. And sometimes we forget, but they are your source of strength. And it only makes sense to make sure that there is nothing about the situation that is coming in January 2019 that is going to adversely affect their ability to still be mentally well, physically well, spiritually well. Okay, they are your source and you are theirs. Okay, let's pull out some tarot cards for you, our Leo, beautiful Leo. So, originally when I was shuffling the cards, I got the Devil card, I got the Ten of Cups, I had gotten a bunch of Pages and Knights, Leo. A bunch of Pages and Knights, which makes me believe that this is definitely This is definitely an energy of having children, wanting children, being in a family with somebody. There being some type of potential for a toxic relationship. Maybe you're cutting one out, Leo. But there's definitely a tie between you and younger people. People who need you, people who are dependent on you. If you are, you know, maybe you work in a place where the people you are managing are younger than you, they need your guidance. Or maybe there's something about them that would give you insights into how you could improve the quality of your life if only you were a little bit more mindful. Okay, not as judgmental perhaps. Maybe you're getting ahead of yourself and there are people you work with and you're not really a fan of their lifestyle, but if you just looked on the outside, they would teach you how to have fun. Right? Yeah, there's a hanged man energy here. Something, you're hesitating. You're hesitating, Leo, and I don't know why. In January 2019, you're waiting for the downloads. You're waiting to make sure that your next step is the right one. You have 12 here. Maybe you've been seeing 12s. There's victory, being in the spotlight, success. You're trying to decide whether or not this thing that you have been offered, or this thing that you are in, or the company that you're keeping, or the thing you're starting, the decision you're going to make. You're trying to decide whether or not it's going to lead you to success. You're afraid of grief. Or you're afraid that something in the past, you're afraid of letting something go that happened in the past that made you very sad. It's almost like you don't want to turn around and face the fact that you have all of these amazing things coming in. I feel like in a way you might actually be afraid of letting something go. It's like you're waiting to get permission from something. You're waiting to get permission, Leo. A mom. Maybe you're afraid that by choosing yourself, by choosing to put yourself first, you're going to disappoint your children. Because this could be indicative of a block. So maybe Leo, if you're a mom, you know, the block here is that you don't want to disappoint your kids. You don't want to make them feel bad. Maybe they're finally readjusting to the new place that you moved into, and you're afraid that by accepting this offer, you'd have to move again. They'd have to leave all their friends behind. Right? You feel successful, but you're really waiting. You're biding your time. If you're not, if you're a single, if you're a single female, a single feminine energy, if you're just single in general, there's a financial block here. There's something here. There was a loss in your past that's making you feel unable to attain the riches that you want, the prosperity, the abundance that you want. There's a block here. You need to let something go. There's something in the past that you need to let go here, Leo. Something happened in the past and you really need to let it go, because abundance is yours. Abundance is here. Abundance is here. This is your potential. You can be the Queen of Pentacles. Abundance is here. But there's something in the past that's blocking. It's a wedge between you. There's something about sadness from the past and the you that you could be. If only you release this block. You have this victory here. This intuitive knowing. Again, with the Page of Cups, I was telling you about all the pages that I was getting. It could be right now, Leo, if you are a mom, if you are a mom, you could have a child who is not being very honest with how they feel about this new success that you're coming into. You're very happy and you're in the spotlight, but your baby here has something they want to tell you and they're not really open. They're not telling you what's on their mind. It might be time to seek out a conversation with them. Maybe you haven't been connecting with them regularly. Maybe you've had a feeling that there's something they've been keeping from you. This is confirmation that they are keeping something from you. And it's time to sit down with them at a time that's good for both of you. And really leave yourselves enough time to hash out a very long conversation. Because there's something that they're putting deep, deep down inside. Okay, this could be a Cancer, a Pisces baby that you have. It doesn't matter. If you're a Leo mom though, you have a child here that really wants to speak to you. They have feelings. They have something that they really have been thinking about, and they need to share it with you. If you're a single Leo, you have some feelings here, or someone else here could be jealous about your fame. Someone here could be very jealous about the success that you're coming into, Leo. And that might be something worth addressing, because this person feels very close to you. This feels like a friend. Someone in your circle, a family member even, has something to say to you about the recent success that you've come into. It could be, I know this is kind of weird, but I feel like you're almost afraid even. Like inside you might be a little intimidated or beside yourself that this is really coming to you. But this is well deserved, Leo. This is well deserved. You have been strong for a very long time. Look at that. With the King of Wands. In suspension. Still caught in thought. Wondering, am I really in my power right now? Look at that. Yeah, there's a new beginning here. There's a very stable structure. And this could be, if this is another fire sign that you're dealing with, it could be a husband that might be in suspension and may not really know how to consider success that you've come into as his wife. Maybe he here is the Page of Cups. Perhaps he's younger than you, or maybe emotionally less mature than you, and he has something to say to you about your success, Leo. But either way, I'm feeling here you have been strong for a long time, and if you there's a block here, either within your family or with the friends that you keep, or there's a stable structure like a home. There's a home, or maybe a workplace. This could be a boss. Perhaps this is a boss who's thinking about putting you in a higher position, but they have reservations, and perhaps it's your fear of them not thinking that you're worthy of this position that's making them wonder if they should choose you in the first place. It's like a vibration you're giving off. That self-doubt, like, am I really worthy, is making them think, having second thoughts about your promotion. You need to eliminate that. You have to realize that you're worthy. You have to realize that no one deserves to be in that position more than you. Right? If this is a family, this could be someone who's a little on the fence about this success that you're coming in. Again, I'm getting the feeling like there's an opportunity here, and that you, Leo, or it could be opposite energies as well, but I feel like you, Leo, are on the fence about accepting this new future that you've been working on, that you're planning for yourself, because something had happened in the past that's making you believe that for some reason there's something bad about this abundance. But you need to go within yourself and prioritize your happiness and your greatest and highest good. The theme in January 2019 is removing this block here. Because the Queen of Pentacles is not just abundance, it's not just control, but it's about being at peace. It's about having all the plans figured out. It's about serenity. It's about stability. Stability. There's something blocking you here from stability, and it feels self-imposed. So reconnect with your children. Get back in balance with your inner child if you're single. But get back in alignment with understanding where your priority lies, and realize that right now and always the priority is on you. It's you. You are in the spotlight, and it's you. you need to check in with yourself and make sure that the decisions that you're making for yourself are fueled by love and not fear. Don't make a decision because you're afraid of losing someone. Make a decision because you can't imagine living a life where you didn't live your absolute best life. Okay? But communicate. Communication is extremely important here. Whether you're a mom, whether you're single, whether you're a single mom, there's someone here in your environment that you need to speak to. And if not with someone else, there's your inner child. Okay? Your inner child. There's a doubt here, a self-doubt, and it's a block. It's keeping you from your ultimate purpose, from your manifestation. There's something that's knocking on your door, and it's coming, and it's being blocked by something inside that you need to address. Okay, Leo? But January 2019 is amazing for you. Allow it to be amazing. Receive it. And let love guide you, not fear. All right, Leo. That's your reading for January 2019. Thank you so much for being here with me. And I will see you next month, okay? I love you so much. Take care.